Hi everyone, welcome to Spotlight Local TV. I'm Richard Roll, and our guest today is Carey Ebert of Ebert Law Offices in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Carey, welcome to Spotlight Local TV.
Thank you for having me, Richard.
Carey Ebert has been the past president of the National Association of Consumer Bankruptcy Attorneys, and she's an expert on changes that have taken place in bankruptcy law and in representing consumers. So we've asked her to join us today and tell us what are some of the changes that have taken place in bankruptcy law and in helping consumers find their way through that in the last decade or so, Carey.
Well, as you know, Richard, in 2005, the bankruptcy code was dramatically changed, and those changes drastically affected the choices that consumers have in their options concerning bankruptcy. And we have seen a trend, if you will, in people not being able really to have control over what type of bankruptcy that they're eligible for.
So, based on your experience, Carey, what should a person be looking for in order to make the best decision on who to bring in to represent them in a bankruptcy or potential bankruptcy?
That's a really good question, Richard. I think it's very important for the consumer to be informed. They need to look for an attorney who's board certified, who knows bankruptcy law, specializes in bankruptcy, has been practicing bankruptcy law for more than just a few years, or maybe only handled a few cases. Not just having a shiny website or a lot of pay-per-click ads on Google, but really do their research and find out who those attorneys are that are going to be there for the long haul.
So what I hear you saying, Attorney Ebert, is that you want to find a specialist, somebody who's board certified, and in your case, you've actually been admitted to practice before the Supreme Court. Is that right?
I have. So is my husband, David Ebert, and we practice together. I am board certified in consumer bankruptcy law by the state of Texas, as well as the American Board of Bankruptcy. So I'm certified by two different institutions. And I think that those are, important qualifications, as well as our firm having practiced in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for almost 40 years.
And we've done extensive research on you and your firm, and maybe you could tell us what is the experience like for a consumer who comes to see you and sit down in your office and get to know you.
Well, first of all, anyone who schedules an appointment with our office receives a free initial consultation with an attorney, not with a paralegal or salesperson or a telephone marketer, which some firms employ. They receive an extensive amount of information from us prior to even coming into our office. Our website provides them with extensive information and documents that they can have at their disposal that give all sorts of information and descriptions about what the process is going to be. And just like any relationship between an attorney and a client, it's like a marriage. They decide if they like us and we like them, then we enter into a formal contract and representation agreement, and then we proceed from there.
What is your objective when you're providing this service to a consumer? How do they want to come out of this?
We would like them to come out fully informed of all their options. Not everyone that comes to our office really needs a bankruptcy. They may need something much more simple or go in a different direction based on their financial situation. And our job at our office is to make sure that they are informed with all the choices and have all of their options so they can make the right decision for themselves and their family.
Do you want to help them hold on to their possessions, their car, potentially their home?
Of course, that's a big part and a big concern for most of our clients. They come in, they've heard all sorts of stories or read things and not understood what the law is. So we hope to dispel those myths, to explain to them what they can and can't keep, and to ensure that we maximize their ability to get a fresh start in whatever their financial situation dictates.
So you also give them guidance on how to have a fresh start at that point in their life.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We also counsel them on what they need to do once their bankruptcy is completed in terms of helping with their credit, understanding credit, where they need to go from there. All debtors are required to take what they call a debtor education course before they can get a discharge in bankruptcy, and many of our clients find that to be extremely helpful.
Carey Ebert, thanks for taking the time to be here with us today live on Spotlight Local TV.